So here I'm viewing the Atlas Novus Coelestis. As you can see, it is huge. And on the front cover, it looks like Copernicus, Ptolemy, I don't know, Kepler, Tycho, Brahe. It also shows the globe here, with like an ancient city. He's pointing to the wings of the Sphinx. Atlas Coelestis. And it's dated to 1742. I've only paged through about 10 pages so far, and I already got some interesting things. So it looks like Tycho is the guy who's credited with the history of the Coelestis. And he's doing the two-finger thing across his chest. Atlas and Novus Coelestis. Okay, A17. I don't know what any of this says, but it seems to be detailing the history of the world and the index. So this is the sphere of the world, and already some interesting things going on. Like this map of Asia is pretty strange. Let's see. And I'm not supposed to use gloves because apparently gloves are bad for old maps because you rip them. But we have a picture of the Earth at the time. You see California is an island. They have an accurate depiction of Saturn and Jupiter, and it looks like they're kind of depicting some type of eclipse onto Europe at this time, and like North Asia. And they have America Septentrio, which means like the land unknown. A lot of little weird little deities. So much detail, so much information all in one place. It's really incredible. They have like this Tartarian depiction. If anybody wants to translate that, please do. I think they're just talking about the stars, and then more eclipse stuff. Alright, so already off to a good start. So now we have more constellations. And they have like proportions of the Sun to Jupiter to Saturn to Venus and all that. Just to give you the scope of this, my hand is pretty big too. This is a pen in relation, so it's pretty large. So this is the Egyptian system, apparently. System Egypticum. Interesting. And they knew that Mars was red. Oh, here's some text. So that's from Tychonus, I guess, the guy who wrote it. Dude, to translate all this would be insane. Like all the mathematics and the proportions of everything all labeled right here. So now this was interesting. So this is showing, like, looks like the cycles and seasons and stuff. Look at Africa. What's going on with Africa? So we're going to be looking at that. What is happening with Africa in these pictures? What is going on with Africa? What is happening in Africa, bro? So Africa seems to have a huge body of water, like that's just totally doesn't appear in modern mythology. Mars is red. We got Saturn and all of its rotations. Jupiter, Venus up here. Wow, look at that. If anybody can translate some of this, let me know. Some more cycles. It seems like they have a pretty accurate view of the sphere Earth as we claim to know it today. It even has all of America with California as an island. All the planets right here. So it's only a little bit better from here, people. So you see Terra Australis, and these people are riding on this chariot. These gods are riding in this seashell type shape, holding some type of device. Yeah, like what does all this mean? So this is something about Venus, I guess. Another Venus. Some more geometry of the Earth. She got that 8-pointed star on her head. She's standing on Africa. What does that mean? These deities like blowing. The moon. I think it's interesting how they have like Oceanus, like implying that it was some type of ocean. Also like the metaphor of like Luna with like this mask on, and she has like all these dots of Diana, which is the moon goddess, right? I have no idea what any of this says. All written in some type of Latin. So the theory of Luna, which is the moon, all of this advanced geometry. think it's interesting how they have like Oceanus, like implying that it was some type of ocean. Also like the metaphor of like Luna with like this mask on, and she has like all these dots with Diana, which is the moon goddess, right? I have no idea what any of this says. All written in some type of Latin. So the theory of Luna, which is the moon, all of this advanced geometry. Okay, now this is a great example. So right here, you can see the word Tartaria, right north of China. And you also see Siberia. And then what else do we see? Barbaria. So we have all these words that are claimed to be interchangeable, that are clearly labeled as different things, because one of the common things is that Tartaria and was just a word for Barbaria, and also just another word for Siberia. But we can see that distinction here. Let's see, Ireland. What is going on in north here? Beautiful. So here's a great astronomical view. Kind of lists everything here. Shows California as an island once again. No Antarctica so far. Although it does show Australia with this little baby doing something. Strange. Germany, Belgium, Germany, Scotia, Poland, Moscow, Italy, Tartaria Magna, China, India, Africa, America, Boston. So this is before the United States was a country, but they knew Boston was there. They knew the Great Lakes and such. It's weird how Japan is so far over. Oh, baby up to no good. What's he pointing at? So great stuff here. More constellations and observatories. You can see a Tartarian city. All that tech. More observatories. This is 1650, right? Or I-650. Ooh, look at that. I-650. Look at this. Another I-576. I-576. So, this is I-667. What is this? I-678. That looks more like a 1 than the others do. is all this? More hemispheres. These ancient clocks. This is incredible how much information they had. Look at that. What's going on? Andromeda. They have all the stars labeled. All their own coordinates. Longitude and latitude. It's part 1. This is part 2. Aquarius. Got the Pisces. So great stuff here. More constellations and observatories. You can see a Tartarian city. All that tech. More observatories. This is 1650, right? Or I-650. Ooh, look at that. I-650. Look at this. Another I-576. I-576. So, this is I-667. What is this? I-678. That looks more like a 1 than the others do. Look what is all this? More hemispheres. These ancient clocks. This is incredible how much information they had. Look at that. What's going on? Andromeda. They have all the stars labeled. All their own coordinates. Longitude and latitude. It's part 1. This is part 2. Aquarius. Got the Pisces. You see this great Fibonacci spiral? I wonder what this says right here. Cometa I-680. Maybe an important year. We've got Orion, I-656. And this is I-673. Strange. This is the hemisphere of Novus. Astronomy compared, yeah. So, Diana, looking at the Earth, Africa still has a huge ocean in the middle. Talking about the stars and planets. And this is what it looked like, figure 4. What is going on in America? So you see how these depictions of the world keep changing based on what page we're on. And I wonder what figure 4, if they have any description of what's going on. Theseus orbit, So this is the orbit of antiquity facing the moon. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is great. So here we have a depiction of the world. And what do we see? We see California, not as an island, in fact labeled as California. Isn't that strange? Whereas just a couple minutes ago it was labeled as an island, you know? And where that ocean was in the middle of Africa is now not there. It's kind of dried. So this is 1747, depicting the eclipse. It's got the Amazon, it's got Madagascar, but they don't have Australia, which is strange to me. Except they do. What is that? Nova Hollandia, so New Holland. Okay, now we have more details of England. We have all these tiny islands up here. Now, I'm not sure how many of these still remain, but we got Donegal, Hibernia. Very strange. Hibernia. Sligo, been there. They've got a Man Island. Drogheda, they got Dublin. They got County Cork. They got Limerick. My family's from around there. Interesting how they have it labeled as Hibernia though. Hello.
Hey.
So this eclipse must have went over Ireland, over Poland. So this is from 1748. This is the atlas. This looks more German, I guess. And then what do we have here? Asia. California as an island. China, is that Tartaria I see? Yes it is. They also have Siberia. Good stuff. So this is where it gets good. So you've got him, all these people. And he's holding what looks like a cannon or something. And he's pointing it to the cities. He's in these boats and they're all bombing these beautiful cities, right? Why would you do that? That's that crest, the double-headed eagle. And what do we see? Look at that. We see Africa totally flooded. Maybe it's just fucked up. But baby's taking orders from him. Europe wrapping around from Tartaria all the way. What does that say? Constantia, so Constantinople, I guess, with these toppled pillars and all of these weapons and machines in the back. I don't have time to translate ancient German. Oh, we've got Atlantis, we've got Hercules, Fortitude, Herculi, Leopold. Look at that scary looking motherfucker. What the fuck? It's got a chain, swag. He's measuring the distance between 2 points. Is there a date on here? No. Geographic Society. Also the Hidden Hand. German geographer Johann Baptist Hohmann. What does this say? Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt. So after all these German pages, it seems it was just pasted in here. And what do we see? Some Moscovia is in Europe, and Tartaria Magna is in where Russia is, and Siberia is to the north. So there's definitely a distinction there. We have a lot of colors, and this next one is a good one, I think. Let's unpack this, guys. Okay, where do we start? You see all these little tricksters blowing air. And we see California is no longer an island in our depictions. It's much more detailed in America. We have Fort something. What does that say? Fort Miami, Lake Erie. We got Fort, another fort. We got San Francisco, and then California, Mare, California, Guadalupe. New Mexico. A lot of interesting stuff to unpack here. And what is interesting is, where does it stop? It stops right here. They don't know what goes up there. Interesting. What does that say? They got New Zealand. So maybe they haven't seen that yet. They've got what's going on here. They got a volcano, Mount Etna, exploding, terremotus, people. It's a full moon, it looks like. The water's reacting. We got these little babies blowing. And then this is the new day, Norwegian Don't know what's going on here. Maybe some plants or something. There's little squares in the water. Trees are cut down. There's a rainbow after the flood. People hiding from the light. What does that say? Fevia? So now they have lots of New Holland, Australia. Don't have any mention of Antarctica, which is so curious. Look at all these islands. We have more Tartaria. Oh yeah. Tartaria. We've got Terra Jedso. So the theory is that once the Jews were exiled, they went up here to Cathay. Prester John. You see the Tartarian Sea up there. And still, Ireland is labeled as Hibernia. They got, what, Friesland up there? Have all these little dots on Ireland and England. Mediterranean Sea, and now they have the Saharan Desert, but they still have these rivers running straight through Africa with all these lakes and all these cities. They've got Barbaria, Bailedul Gerid. They got Egypt. Very strange. Oh yeah, you can see the lightning bolts. Oh, here's more development. Terremotus, more an explosion from Etna. Alexis Reflexus. Trees are blowing over Norwegia. Got fluvial. People still hiding. And then what's on top of the tree, but it's green now. Rainbow. Yeah. So we've got Iceland, we've got these mystery islands, and what do we see? But Ireland is still labeled Hibernia with Ultonia, and then we also see Russia kind of appearing, or Russi. We've got the Muscovite Sea, we've got Zerania, Moscovia. We have Egypt and Cairo all the way down here. And Caffre, Alexandria. We have Europe again. Look at all this detail, people. Like, we got Moscovia. here we have a great map of the world of Asia. Look what's going on here. This king is, people bowing down to him. What kind of hat is that? They got a lion on a chain. He's got some type of staff. Babies, Asia. Once again, we see Siberia, we see Tartarian Magna, we see the Tartarian Sea up here. We got all of these, they have the strait, and then, I don't know if somebody can, Benevolent Spectator, and Novum Totus, Asia Tabulum. Just describing what's going on. You got Australia a little bit. Great. Another beautiful map of Asia. Something different going on here though. Looks like a lot of items, gold, jewels, paintings, pottery, all in front of this king. Looks like Christ got all the holes in the door of Asia. Got the Caspian Sea, Tartaria, Korea, Turkestan. The scale. This is 1744, I guess. A lot of French words. This is a map of Africa. See the type of animals and the people, the interactions. And once again, it looks like Africa does not have that big ocean, which was like depicted right here. Negatarium. Sara Desertaria, Barbaria. We got more Barbaria. Interesting. We got Madagascar, the Big Lake. Not too much, but looks like too. Still, beautiful map nonetheless. This is just describing Ethiopia and Africa, and all the cities and stuff. What is going on here? More African depictions, same thing I think. Desert. Oh, this is the guide. Here's boundaries. And then this is America. So 1731 question mark is what it's labeled as. You see these cities. So these are the cities of the natives from the looks of it, huh? All these houses, they got palm trees. The beautiful Tartarian city. Looks like a pineapple. A lot of feathers. Very colorful. Go all the way up. We can see California is no longer an island, I guess. We got all of this. Illinois. We got Fort de Miami. We got Wisconsin. We got Canada, Lake Superior. And so here you see, got that triangle. They got the all-seeing eye. The face is a body. The wings have, and he's got horse legs. And then this guy who's like a preacher dude. Costa Terra Borealis Incognita Detecta Adom Jain de Gama Navigata a China. So they knew they could get there from China. We got all these little towns. The Bay of Argentina. Very interesting. We got all these little islands in the middle of the ocean. We got Hispania. Some more America. This guy's colored differently now. Specifics, Portugal. So this map is fucking huge, people. This atlas is ginormous. I'm not even halfway through. So I'm just gonna pick out the good stuff from here on. So this is the map of Gibraltar. Look at what's going on that pillar. Wow. And we can see all these fortifications, and more important, these Starforts all over. Boom, boom, 3, 4. Right, what is going on here? Another one, huge Starfort. 2 in the middle of the lake, in the ocean right there. Another Starfort. And when we can zoom in on these individual forts, you see how fucking massive they are and how much effort it would have taken to build even one of these is incredible. Nonetheless, now we're in, this is Africa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is that? It's a castle in the middle of the lake. So, and what are all these huge swells in Africa? It looks like cities just buried, doesn't it? Another Starfort right there. So, it looks like, I mean, if it was for defense, they really put a lot into it. And now we can see some of these Starforts zoomed in. Look at how massive these are. These are ginormous. And so, what is that, 12 and 13 is the Barrier ein Alter Morische Wall. So they built a wall in this mountain in Gibraltar. Look at these Starforts all the way around. So you thought it was a Great Wall of China. That's just one corner of the Starforts. But it looks like these Great Walls are going all over the world for the most part. And it kind of looks like they're being dug out. Like this looks like a natural land, but then this is where the wall starts. So they, you know, what is going on here, people? Something fishy for sure. If anyone can translate this, let me know. Maybe, oh, so this is the plan and prospect of Gibraltar. So this is Catalonia. We see some ruthless behavior. The king doing his orders. Dear God, look at this. So this is a huge Starfort city. This is all Starfort. What is going on here, people? This is in the 1500s, right? Or 16. And we see these Tartarian cities, massive cities. And we see some type of battle or spectacle. Look at what is going on. Dear God. Madrid. So that's what Madrid looked like. Principius Regni Gallia Francia. This is France, I guess. Look at more stuff. Okay, what is that? So that's the Starfort stencil, it looks like. Wow. What is this trying to say? Try to dissect this, people. So it's got the king with the angels pointing to him, but they're looking down. And she's the one writing, but he has the stencil for the Starforts. And he also has the globe in his hand. And he has some type of ship. And a scythe. And Hermes Trismegistus right here. Wow. There's a lot to unpack here, people. And remember, there's Starforts all over the world with the same pattern. The insignias. We've got the priests bowing down to the king with these cannons or whatever they are. So this is 1738, Nuremberg. You see these three little flower of lives? Pretty standard. This is 1738 and 45. This is Paris. She has look at this fountain depiction. Fountain with the little baby out of it. The fountain of youth. Vega. You can see all these little towns, little castles. And what do we see? Another Starfort in Senli. So I'm gonna look up and compare some of these Starforts with real cities and another Starfort. And notice how they all have the same pattern. So earlier when we saw that God had that pattern, another Starfort, people. No, what is going on here? That's a huge one. Another Starfort, people. Look at it. Boom. Boom. Another one. Another one. This is just France, people. Another one. Another one. Here we see Melun. And it's always on a river. Another interesting thing, it says Stat, S-T-A-D-T. It's like the label, the capelle. So we need to translate this to kind of break down what's going on in this Parisian map. And then what do we see? More Starfort detail from Paris. And you would have to have like a bird's eye view in order to get these kind of perspectives right. And look at this. So the baby is pointing to somewhere in, looks like a cathedral. And so the staff is, looks like pointing to 64 Blondes Meadow. And it's going down to the book with their flip-flop. And ancient, look at this. So you can see this cathedral, but the top of it is removed. But you can see that they had it there originally, but you can see the walls of this Starfort are all the same. They all have the same kind of points. This is the city. Magical Star City. Great fountain right there. Cathedrals, spires abound, and this is Paris. So this is what Paris supposedly looked like. I don't see the Eiffel Tower, but Let's see if we can find 64, because the staff is pointing to it. 64, where are you? I don't know, I don't see it, but maybe I'll find it later looking back. More Parisian Tartarian map. Look at that, guys. Imagine planning that. It'd take years, it'd take hundreds of years. Now this is good detail of Starfort. I don't know where this is. More good stuff here. Look at this. So you have these whole cities being carried by this baby right here. Cum privilegio sac majetis. The crown. They're just pointing down, just drop right there. Let me see what here. More Starforts people. That's what Bordeaux looked like. Look at all that tech on top of those buildings. And the babies with the staff with only one snake now though. And you can see Starfort, 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 Starfort. Everywhere. Starfort within a Starfort. Why? Look at this one. What is going on here, guys? Great mystery. So here's another one. The city burning in the background. The Whigs walking in front with all the plunder. And then we see all these little forts. Cannons mortier. Another. Like, imagine how much it would take to build a huge little outbreak like that. And it looks covered up. Like, Tour del 19 cannons. Like, it's all covered up almost. And then this, you can see from the, what is going on in these mountains, people. Is that where they attacked from? And we can see up here, if you look closely, Big Neroli, another Starfort. And you see that all these Starforts have Starforts within their walls. So they have like 2 layers, at least. Boom. Great example here. Accurate voorstelling de neutron plans de la accurate representation or whatever. So this might be Austria, but look at all of these layers, people. Like, it's one thing to just build a wall. It's another thing to terraform the whole fucking world like this. Like, even this would take so long to do. Like, why? Why do you need this? Why does it need to be like this? It's a distinct pattern every time. So, A, La Citadelle. So, M is La Poudrerie. And this is the mountain of Belcroix. So what is K? K is the hospital of soldiers. Like, really? That's what you need for a hospital? Like, why wouldn't you just put the hospital anywhere else? Like, it just seems so ridiculous to think that they would do this for just basic defenses. So this is Britain. All these people in the water. You got Poseidon. We've got Hibernia, which is Ireland, that we now know. We got Londonderry. Londonderry. Anything about Giant's Causeway? Nothing. Belfast. Limerick. It's strange how the names change like that. And all of these islands, are these still here? Or do I just not know about these? Scotland, what is this? We've got the Northern Ocean. Borealis, Catalandia. Got the Yell Sound. It's so detailed too. Part of the Ornery Islands. And then once again we have Starfort is Großstadt, cities at large towns. Okay. Now this is a map of London. The House of Windsor. And look at just how ancient and Roman it looks. Just so ridiculous, so unnecessary too. You got all of this. This dude chilling, pointing to something. More just pure splendor. There's London Bridge. The original one with all the buildings on it. There's so much to look at here, guys. So here's Hibernia, again, what we know as Ireland, but it also says the Irish Sea right here. So it's strange that they make that distinction. I don't see anything about Giant's Causeway or Cliffs of Moher. Luxembourg. So now this is Luxembourg. Same exact patterns. 23. It's 23. 23 is Redoubt Marlbrook. Like, what? What is going on here, guys? This is ridiculous. So I've skipped so many pages, but all of them show giant starfort after giant starfort after humongous starfort. Another one. I don't even know where this is. Artesia. Boom. Another one. Boom. Another one. Boom. Another one. Like, I cannot look away without finding another starfort, guys. Boom. Milan, starfort within a starfort with another one, another one, another one. There's probably about 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100 starforts on this one city, or on this one map. Look at all those fuckers. Vedi. Boom. Ganova. Boom. Another one. Boom, boom, boom. They all are the same. Why are they all the same? Like this. Why? Piazza Grande, Piazza de Armi. Okay, I get it for defenses and stuff, but like, who is all building in the same pattern? Like, why would you do that? $17.34. Citadel. Look at that. Perfect. This is Milan. Look at that one. So I think this is Venice. You can just see, oh, there's that seashell Venetian symbol. Great view of Rome. You can see they got the fasces, the technology, and all of this. Wow. It doesn't this look like it's a bird eye view, like almost like a hot air balloon? They're just sketching it. Another Starfort, what do you know? Die Hausstadt in Italy, Warden Fons, Schlet von Romula, der 3197. Here. Florence, Starfort City. Genuensis. What is that tower? Wow. So just imagine how long it would have taken just to make one of these Starforts. So, what do we see here? Like there's that huge tower in Napoli, and then what do we see? Mount Vesuvius exploding. I thought it was lost. I thought we had no idea. Polina Pag. Yeah, people on the mountain, climbing up the mountain. There's Mount Vesuvius as well. Exploding. The citadel right next to it. Tidal waves looking. Horse and buggy people. Horse and fucking buggy. Are you kidding me? Sardinia, Sicily. Another Starfort. Another Starfort. I wasn't going to stop on this one, but Malta. Look at that. What a great example. Città Nuova, Cotanera. Gonzo Insula. We got Jesus on a cross. Very strange. So, I think this is Hungary. I'm not sure. Belgrade, we see some type of battle going on from the Starforts. Just getting exploded. $1717. Wow, they're gonna destroy it, dude. Look at that. Timisoara, 1716. That was 1 year before, I guess. That's what it looked like. That's what Belgrade looked like. all the pages are Starforts. There's a lot of weird depictions with these types of machines with fire and horses on water, these angels blowing with Poseidon and stuff. San Salvador, look at all those ships. Wow. Scandinavia, nothing too crazy. Muscovites. This is Stockholm, Sweden. Notice how this is Stockholm, Sweden, but it looks exactly the same as all the other ones. And look at, what do we see here on top of those two buildings right here? We see obelisks, a ball of fire atop. All around the world, they have the same architects building their defense walls and their structures and their cathedrals. Here, more Starfortage. This dude, his can's sticking out. Starfort. That's what it looks like. More Starforts. Wow. Tractus Norwegia Danicus Agrihensis. Look at this machinery, people. What is going on here? So it looks like there's some type of pulley systems with the water they're using from the wells and the caves, mining and stuff. Just to give you the scale of the Starfortage, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Cronenberg. So that's the Starfort, which is this, and then this is on top of it. What the fuck? And this symbol is commonly on top of the spires, like up there. More Starforts up there. Boom, boom. So we got like 5 small ones. Helsinki. Huge Starfort. Got some like Freemason stuff up here. Wow. Just look at that. What's going on? $1735. Great Starfortage here. Huge one. huge battle. Sorry. So here's the good stuff. We got the Generalis Toticus Imperialis of Muscovite. We got the Chinese Tartarians over here. Tartarian magna. Tartarian glacier. Spitzberg. We got narwhals and monsters. Spitzberg. I've never seen that before. Sea of the Russians, Archangel, the Imperial Russia, Tartarian Majora. Look at all of that distinction. Tartaria, Russia, Tartaria, Russia, Siberia. So that should help kind of break down the borders. So this is the Russian Empress. Spitzberg. I-739. It's weird how it interchanges with the I's and the ones. Tartary Otos. Be my guess to translate this. Yeah. Russia. Tartarian independence. Spirituality. Dalai Lama. What do you know? St. Petersburg. Starfort. Kronstadt. Naval Order Neustadt Gestor. Look at this. Look at that, in St. Petersburg you have Tartarian and Kafthaus. Reminds me of the story where St. Petersburg was dug out of mud. St. Petersburg looks like a battle. This is what Russia looks like. Pont Eugenus Mar in Nigeria. It's got the two-headed eagle. Turkey. Just imagine how long it would have taken to just draw one of these pictures. Starfort, Constantinople. Look at this tech right here. What's up? It's like got smoke coming out of it. Israel. Moses' 10 Commandments. Burning from something. People standing around the golden calf. Populate the Israelites in Egypt, terror promised land, Canaan. This is what Palestine looks like. in 1744. Benovele Spectator. Egypt, Arabia, Palestine. David and Solomon. Device. Thought this was interesting. What's going on in Egypt? Morides El. Labyrinths. Look at the canals. Here we see this eye in the clouds and all these angels, fire, death Coelestis, the stars, the sun, and then they're drawing it. All these are Starforts, basically. Novus, Barnach, all those. What are those? Who knows? Bacchus. So this is Johann Baptist Homan. So John the Baptist, I guess. Persia, maybe? We got dief wafervallen de Nederstroom van Mitternacht in the distance. What are those? Got a starfort right there. Got the pyramids. Got some people on top of the pyramids. Got the Sphinx. It's got wings. Was there two Sphinxes? Novus, Nova. What is going on here? Got some type of light. It's America. Mississippi, Buffalo. You got these Niagara Falls, beaver and stuff. Lemonade. Chicago. So New England. Virginia. What's going on, bro? This is what Mexico looks like. Look at that. Starfort City. Veracruz, Starfort. Because you know. Havana, Starfort, 1700. Weird. And this is probably my favorite page in the whole atlas. You see the light and dark holding up the sky and the moon and these deities are blowing on what? Siberia and Africa. You can see these ships coming. And what else? Brain, looks like a brain. They're cutting some hay. And what's on top of her head? It's a castle. And he's going in. Atlas Novus Terra Orbis Imperia Regna et Status Exactus W Geographico Opera Johannes.